So epic and full of Durgans. Hey Faye, hey B-dubs. I overslept a little bit, so I didn't want to do the visual novel since it seems like it takes about 3 hours to get through a chapter. And I only have about less than 2 hours before work, so figure we do a little Heavensward main story questing today. Just a tiny bit. Just a smidgen of main story quest. Ooh, and I'm a sexy white mage. You know what? Good. Good. Just a touch of love, just a touch of love. Just a touch of love, just a touch of love. Hey, Susie. My only reference for that song is, Sister Act. Right? Right? That song's in Sister Act. I'm not crazy. It's like she's on a street corner preaching to some quote-unquote gangsta kids. And they start dancing in the street. Isn't that the song that plays? And they're like cleaning up their graffiti, painting nuns on the side of the church. I don't know. All right, quick, let's go gamble, and then we'll start our MSQ. Double Dutch. Yes, she is doing Double Dutch as well. I think it's all one montage. It's your classic late 80s, early 90s montage. Yeah, I haven't watched that since the 90s. Good movie, though. I mean, it was back then. Who knows how it's aged, but I loved it back then. I think it's on Netflix now, at least in the US. No, that's not true. It might have been on Paramount Plus, now that I think about it. No, we're not getting any winning tickets. Fuck. What a worthless gambling day. Alright, let's go do our main story. I don't even know where we need to go for this. Kurthus? That makes sense. That's true. I think it's on YouTube with commercials. Like free on YouTube with commercials. Hey, Fantasy 55. I know. What the fuck? Where's my winning ticket? Alright, where are we going? Boop, boop, boo. Boop, 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 boo. Where do I need to go? Where does one need to go? Last Vigil. I know Susie's here. She's either up really late or up really early. Either way, she's up. Finished for the night. It's nice to see someone working on MSQ and Heavensward. Always love the title card for it. Oh yeah, really good. Most good opening. We beat 3.0 in like June, I want to say, or was that July? When was I flying high on my antidepressants? I think that was July. It was a good time to do Heavensward. Fortuitous timing as always, Bani. Tataru was about to brief me on the search for our missing comrades. If you would be so kind, then.
Poor lost souls. May you be reborn again anew.
Thank you very much for the follow, Fantasy. Absolutely, you'll be pleased to hear that Riol and his men have been making excellent progress. You remember how Flamine helped me to escape the Crystal Braves in Limsa, only to then disappear. Well, according to Riol, she crept aboard a ship aboard the Radzat Han, and she's been hiding ever since. He assures me that it won't be long before we're reunited. As for Ida and Papalimo, the remains of their link pearls have been found found, and in Pearl Lane. Oh my god, after that entire 3.0 expansion, we're finally hearing about what happened to Ida and Papa Limo. Are they dead? Riol thinks they must have disposed of them after escaping from the Royal Promenade. Yeah, that was like a lifetime ago. Who remembers that shit? I do. I remember that shit. There was some fisting that happened. Some very powerful fisting. Yes, that would make sense. They could not risk being eavesdropped upon by our betrayers. We'll all be certain they fled the city shortly after, though we still don't have a clue where they went. Come on, B-dubs, you remember. We were after what's-his-name got his arm cut off. Yeah, right? It's because Ida is a pugilist, a monk, however you want to say that. And we were running away after what's-his-name got his arm cut off. And because they were going to arrest us all because they thought we were responsible for some shit. I don't remember. But then Papa Limo like supercharged Ida's fist into a mega punch, and then it cut away to like white, and then we never saw or heard of them again for an entire expansion. What of Thancred and Minfilia? I'm afraid I have nothing new to share about those two, but it's not all doom and gloom. The good news is we've enlisted the services of Charlian Scholar, one of the students of Baldesion, to aid in the search, who should be arriving any day now. Some people died, some people escaped, some people died again. Yeah, you know, some shit happened. That's true, Faye. That was back in January when we beat A Realm Reborn. I don't think you were here for that. One of the students, you say. I should very much like to meet this scholar if time permits. But first, we must attend to a more pressing matter. Sir Emmerich has summoned the two of us for a private audience. The messenger did not specify what he wished to discuss, only that it was urgent. Assuming you have no objections, Bani, I suggest we proceed to the congregation within. Forthwith, I can't read. I wonder what the Warrior of Light's kill count is right now. Well, I have over 1,000 hours in the game before we even made it to Heavensward. I've killed a lot of things. Maybe not canonically, but a lot of things have died. And mayhap we can meet with the scholar afterwards. Agreed? In that case, I think I'll return to the Forgotten Night for now. Things are liable to fall apart if I'm gone too long, you know. Is that the bar? Totoro, you drunken shit, I love you. You just want to go knock back a few at the bar. Death is only permanent for plot reasons. Don't remind me about poor what's-his-face who I'm completely in love with and whose name I can't remember. Hoshafant. Poor Hoshafant. No, not Emmerich. We sat on Emmerich's lap. Emmerich's alive. That's who we're going to see right now, I believe. I wasn't paying much attention, I gotta admit. Yeah, Emmerich's awesome. Emmerich is the one that has the adult, Zuko from Avatar: The Last Airbender voice. Where the fuck am I going? Is this where I'm going? Is this where I'm going? Yes. The Lord Commander is within. Pray proceed, sir? Yes. Yes, I will proceed. Thank you. Do we have voice acting?
Thank you for coming.
Oh my god.
I wish to speak with you both in a place where privacy was assured.
So, we should meet in the bathhouse. Bani, I'll assume you'll be wearing what you already have on?
We quite understand. What was it that you wished to discuss?
With my father's passing,
What
the
was that
seat of
cat
the
blink?
Archbishop lies vacant. And so, in accordance with canon law, I have assumed his responsibilities.
Wait, Emmerich, did you just profess your love to me in cat language with a slow blink? Because I'm a Makote? Amazing. I approve.
I should stress that this is a temporary measure. It was never intended that the Lord Commander of the Temple Knights serve in this capacity indefinitely. Quite the opposite. The statutes specify that I should surrender my powers as soon as a conclave of the senior clergy and the high houses have named a new archbishop. But in light of recent events, that would not seem appropriate.
Emmerich, could I get an ASMR recording of you just speaking for like an hour that I could fall asleep to every night? Thanks.
I confess I did not expect you to divulge quite so much quite so soon. The details of the Archbishop's plans, perhaps, but the true origin of the war and all it entails?
I too had concerns. But when the Warrior of Light is witnessed returning to the capital upon the back of a dragon, one's options are rather limited.
Whoopsies.
Mayhap I could have concealed certain details, but for how long? And at what risk? Should the truth have come to light in the meantime, how would the people have viewed my silence? After 1,000 years of lies and secrecy, I could not well abuse their trust and hope to be believed. The time for deception has passed.
You're damn right, Emmerich. Emmerich for president.
I only wish the people agreed. That some would deny the truth I had anticipated, but not this many. And among the few who acknowledged that my father had to be stopped, no small number question our methods.
If they suspect a coup, it will not be long before some turn to violence.
It has already begun, and that on both sides. Men and women of the cloth are being harassed in the streets. Some have even been assaulted in the broom.
Alright, I know I'm like really obsessed with this and I can't get over it, but Lucia, I fucking hate your hair so much. Every time I see you, it's all I can think about when you're speaking.
Hilda and her people have formed a watch to help us maintain order. But such measures will not prevent the unrest from spreading.
For all our talk of peace, the people remain frightened and confused. For their sake, we must bring the Dragonsong War to a definitive end.
And we should be glad to help you, Sir Emmerich. But what precisely would you have us do?
Have you heard of sex tapes?
We wish to treat with the dragons of Annex Trine. To that end, I would trouble you for an escort and an introduction.
Wait. We're gonna go make friends with another clan of dragons? Is that what I'm misunderstanding?
Annex Trine? You would speak with Vidofnir then?
We must needs open a dialogue between our peoples. Acting as my representative, Lucia will extend an invitation to their leader, that she might visit us here in Ishgard.
Is it wise to send a Karen, Emmerich?
Were she still with us, I would of course have beseeched Isel's assistance in this matter. But as she is not, I must ask that you aid us in her stead. Will you do us this favor? Thank you, my friends.
You're welcome. You're just lucky you're cute.
Lucia, I leave the rest to you.
Oh man, I haven't played White Mage in so long. I hope I remember
In the
what we're
wake of
doing.
the Archbishop's fall, the nation of Ishgard trembled, the faith of her people shaken to its very core. For 1,000 years had they fought and died, certain of the justice of their cause, only to be told that their holy war was born of the sins of their forefathers. What then for those brave men and women, thus stripped of their righteousness but to despair, to deny the truth and decry its speakers?
Ooh, who this bitch?
And what then for those whom they defamed but to hope on, to have faith in a brighter tomorrow? A tomorrow in which man and dragon might live together in harmony, then as distant as the very stars in the heavens.
We need to start banging the dragons again.
Yet while we dared to hope, deep within his lair the enemy lay, gathering his strength. Nidhogg, now possessed of his 2 eyes and the body of the Azure Dragoon, prizes to which he had laid claim at the very hour of the hero's triumph. As desperately as we sought the solace of peace, the great worm craved the misery of war. Nor was he alone in his misbegotten desire.
Wait, he claimed the body of the Azure Dragoon? Estinian? I do not remember that at all. Did something happen to Estinian at the end of 3.0? It must have. I must have totally forgotten that. I know little of the lands these dragons call home. This Enix Shrine, had you not agreed to escort me, the coming journey would seem a far more daunting prospect. I confess, I myself once shuddered at the thought of it, yet even the longest journey begins with the first step, does it not? Ah, but ere we set forth, Bani, and I must need inform our comrade of our plans. Very well, I shall see to my preparations. Then let us go and bid farewell to Tataru, Bani. I'm forgetting my mild English accent when I speak as Alfino. I do remember something about you getting a dragon blessing. Something did happen to Estinian. I just don't remember the scene. Oh well, I'm sure we'll talk about it. So, what was your secret meeting all about? I'm all ears. A diplomatic mission to Enix Shrine, you say? Well, I suppose that does take precedence. But should your meeting with Vidorfernur happen to end early, you might consider rendezvousing with Y'shtola and Idleshire. She'll be there to receive our guests. Don't get me wrong, your meeting with the dragons is terribly important, and everything but this scholar just happens to be... Time permitting, as I said. You shall endeavor to join Y'shtola, but if we cannot, pray press on our regards. Let us be off, Bani. We have kept the first commander waiting long enough. Lucia, I have this great guy. His name is Jedalain. You may want to speak with him, possibly become a beauty reborn. I don't know, just a suggestion. Maybe drop the Mom and Kate +8 haircut. You are ready then. Good, so am I. Hell yes. Ooh, I get to pick a lovely dessert. I'll take a hot chocolate. Thank you. Breaking the cycle. The path is long but known to us. From Falcon's Nest we shall cross the western highlands and make for Tailfeather in the Dravnian forelands. There we can stop to rest and replenish our supplies. Questions? If not, then the stables await. Man, it's only been a month, but I feel like I forgot everything that happened in Heavensward. I always imagined that the first time I set foot upon Dravnian soil would be at the head of an army, and here I am, ready to treat with the brothers and sisters of mine enemies. Full well do I know how difficult it can be to set aside the past. Though it was I who was first positioned recruiting Ysael to our cause, I questioned the wisdom of my words almost as soon as I had uttered them, and for a time long after that. Here was the woman with the blood of innocence on her hands, men and women, children, all slain in the name of the implacable Lady Iceheart. Yet she acknowledged her misdeeds and agreed to join us in common cause. At our side she fought in service to that greater good, even unto her dying breath, and while that does not absolve her of her sins, I hope that one day she will be remembered not merely as a heretic, but as a misguided soul who dreamt of peace. You ask much, Master Alfino. Yet who can say what might come to pass should our negotiations bear fruit? Yes, of course. We must press on to Annex Trine, if you would follow me. Where is this in relation to me? Oh, there we go. Thank God I can fly everywhere. Although I could easily just teleport there, but whatever. Let's go on let's take the scenic route. Riding my fire pony. Oh, I guess I have to go in there and then climb the stairs? Question mark? Yeah, 'cause it's somewhere. Oh, I bet it's those two dragons that are like sleeping upstairs, those lazy bastards. Ah, there you are. Vidofner. Ooh, Vidofner, you got some sick maleficent horns?
Thou art ever welcome here, friend of Ysael. But this one I do not know. What the fuck is wrong with her hair?
Pray, forgive us the unannounced visit, Vidofner. May I present to you Lucia, first commander of the Temple Knights of Ishgard, and our trusted friend.
It is an honor to meet you, Vidofner. I am come as an envoy of Sir Emeric, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights and acting leader of the Holy See. Indeed, you may speak, knight.
For 1,000 years, man and dragon have been locked in an endless cycle of bloodshed and sorrow. To our shame, we long believed your kin to be the architectures of this war, but now we know the truth, that King Thordan and his knights 12 did willfully betray and murder the great worm Ratatoskr, shattering the peace between our peoples. For 1,000 years our leaders conspired to conceal this truth, and truth which was at last laid bare by the Warrior of Light, the Azure Dragoon, and Ysael. Alas, a deception so intricately wrought cannot be undone in a moment, and our people labored to accept the truth. After an eternity of war, we would dare to dream the peace could at last be within our grasp. Yet dream we must, as Ysael once did, and we must make the dream a reality, as she could not. We humbly beseech you, Vidofner, join hands with us in friendship once more, before the eyes of my people in Ishgard.
A most unexpected invitation. I have heard your request, knight. However, I cannot yet give you mine answer.
May I ask why?
This matter concerneth my sire. He must needs be consulted. Moreover, the Nath grow bold, even as they did before, and I would not leave my people at the mercy of the swarm.
Then we will wait. After 1,000 years at war, we shall not give up on peace for want of patience?
Ha! Fear not, knight. Thou shalt have mine answer within thy lifetime.
So soon? My humble thanks. I shall bear your words to my lord forthwith, until we meet again. Given the circumstances, I would say that went rather well. To be frank, I am surprised our proposal was not rejected outright. Whether aught will come of them remains to be seen, however. Mayhap I should take this opportunity to speak with some of the other dragons. But you need not wait for me. The return journey holds no fears for me now. Well, if you have no further need of our services, we shall continue on to Charlayan. We hope to welcome a scholar who has agreed to aid us in the search for our missing comrades. Then I pray your journey is as swift and uneventful as ours was, and thank you again for sparing the time to assist us, even when such grave matters remain unresolved. I can think of no graver matter than a 1,000-year war, one which our friends gave their lives to see ended. Suffice it to say, I would willingly make 1,000 such journeys to ensure that their sacrifice was not in vain. Of that I have no doubt, Master Alfino. I only hope that fates will not hold you to your word. Peace out, motherfucker. Yes, complete. Alfino? Oh my god, it's this character that I've seen many times and never met. So, it would seem we have time to greet the scholars after all. How delightful. I shall be interested in hearing how she means to go about finding Minfilia and Thancred. I can only assume she is privy to some new investigative technique. In any event, our first order of business is to rendezvous with Y'shtola in Idleshire. Heidelshire. You see, because it's like Edelweiss. Y'shtola. My blind best friend who lived inside the Aether Network for some time, apparently. Ah, Bani, 'tis good to see you. I confess I had assumed your business in Annex Trine would detain you for longer. Did you meet with Vidofnir go well? As well as can be expected, she must discuss Sir Emeric's proposal with Hraesvalger, of course, but she seemed amenable to the suggestion. What of our Charlayan guest? Has she arrived yet? She has, but when I explained that you would be joining us, she asked if she might use the intervening time to explore. I agreed to meet her outside on Front Bridge. Would she be on our way? We should be on our way. Possibly reading. Such terrible reading, Bani. Oh yeah, this thing rose out of the ground in the background. I remember that in the ending cutscenes.
I'm terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
Oh my god, your voice is awesome. It does not match your face or size at all, but it's amazing.
You need not apologize. We arrived but a moment ago ourselves. Pray, allow me to introduce Kryl, who has recently come from the Sharlayan motherland. She has generously offered to assist us.
Alfino, what was that look? Do you know Kryl?
Oh, please, think nothing of it. A trip to Eorzea was long overdue. You must be the Warrior of Light.
I'd recognize that thong
Yes.
anywhere.
You certainly do look the part. A pleasure to meet you at last, sir. And who is that I spy but young Alphino Levieux himself? I dare say someone's grown an ilm or two in my absence. Or are those lifts in your boots?
Ooh, you saucy minx, I love you.
We, Miss Kryl and I met at the Studium years ago. I shall forever be indebted to her for her sage guidance.
She used to, babysit me when I was at wee diapers.
It was no small task keeping him out of trouble, believe you me. The youngest ever to enter the Studium, him and his sister, 11-year-old prodigies. Suffice it to say, social graces were not among his list of talents. Striding up to his seniors on his first day, head held high. What was it he said again?
Thank you, Kryl.
For what? I haven't finished yet. Would you care to attempt a more dexterous deflection?
Ooh, look at her shit-eating grin. Totally. This character's awesome.
Mayhap we should save this delightful conversation for a more fitting occasion, when pressing matters do not demand our undivided attention.
A bit much, but better. I can tell you have been putting your skills to use here in Eorzea. Henceforth, I trust you will dazzle me with your eloquence at the first time of asking.
Ishtola, your outfit is awesome.
On to more pressing matters. Finding Minfilia and the other missing scions.
I gather you have new information to share with us.
A new approach, actually. Tataru recounted the tale of your escape, and it gave me an idea. Simply put, assuming Thancred left some manner of trail when you whisked him away, as is almost always the case with teleportation magics, I am confident I can find and follow it.
Just follow Thancred's normal trail of booze and STDs.
Then what are you waiting for?
A girl worth fighting for?
The wherewithal to do it. The fact is, my abilities aren't quite up to the task. Not in themselves, anyway. If I had Master Matoya's crystal eye, on the other hand...
Then let us all call on her forthwith. I think it best that you explain your plan to her in person.
Oh my god, Master Matoya is the, Studio Ghibli grumpy witch character. I remember her. She was fucking awesome. I remember it's hard to find where she lives, even with the map telling me where to go. Ugh, what a boring mount. Although it does play the Terra song, maybe I should have kept that. Oh, but then there's my bunny boy. I like that you give everyone little titles so we can remember the people. Yes, that's totally an intentional thing I do. And not just my own coping mechanism for my dumbass brain to remember people. What is this dungeon? Have I been to this dungeon? Alright, I think we go under into this cave in order to find her. Yes. You did say we were headed for a cave, did you not? Because I certainly do see a cave nearby. Is Master Matoya meeting us on the way or something? No. She's already here. I have heard many stories of Master Matoya, some quite flattering, others less so. Rest assured, they are all true. This way, have care where you tread. Ashen One.
Oh, is that trouble I smell? Or did you forget to wipe your boots on the way in?
Can it be both?
Forgive us, Master Matoya. We will be sure to wipe them on the way out. And may I say how glad I am that age has not yet deprived you of your senses.
Ever so quick-witted, aren't we? To the detriment of your manners. Well, out with it then. What do you want?
I learned from the best, bitch.
Pray, allow me to introduce myself, Master Matoya. I am Kryl, of the students of Baldessian. I hope you will excuse our unannounced visit.
Go fuck yourself.
Baldessian, you say? Ah, yes. The old coot set up shop on the Isle of Val, didn't he?
Regrettably, our order's headquarters and the isle itself were obliterated by a magic of immense power. I have the blessing of light to thank for my own preservation.
Kryl, you too possess the Echo.
Well, yes, of course I do.
So the echo means that she has a connection to Hydaelyn, who's the god of the earth, basically, that we have a connection to. And Minfilia also has a connection to. It's the thing that lets us see other people's memories and pasts in our mind. Just as a reminder.
Our order is devoted to uncovering the mysteries of Hydaelyn and interpreting her will, particularly through the study of her gift to us. It was in the course of these studies that I met and subsequently befriended Minfilia. She and I have rather a lot in common.
We scissored.
I had no idea.
You weren't supposed to. Not that I wanted to deceive you, you understand, but precautions had to be taken.
When I didn't have it, so I'm not gonna remember the name, but there's a dragon who basically cut me off from Hydaelyn and blocked me, and all throughout Heavensward we were reconnecting with Hydaelyn by finding the butt plugs again, because we lost all them, and now we have that connection again.
Yes, that's all well and good, but you still haven't told me why you're here.
The students of Baldessian are gone, and there is naught I can do to change that. But the signs of the Seventh Dawn can yet be restored, and my dear friend found. You have in your possession an ancient crystal of light, one you call your crystal eye. I believe I can use it to focus my abilities and locate one of the missing scions.
And there I was, thinking you might want to make use of my years of experience. Oh, wait here.
Speaking of crystals, could you pick the sleep out of the corner of my eyes?
This crystal and its familiar radiance. But never did I suspect it was a crystal of light.
On the cusp of an umbral calamity, souls blessed with the power of the Echo invariably appear. To aid these, her chosen warriors, Hydaelyn bequeaths to each a slither of her strength in the form of a crystal of light. But as her strength wanes, so too does the potency of her gifts. This crystal, born of an earlier era, is infused with a power far greater than those of this age.
You could travel the length and breadth of the land and not find a crystal even a fraction as pure. Its value is beyond measure, as are the risks inherent in its use.
No two manifestations of the Echo are alike. I, for example, can converse with beings of every shape and size, excepting beasts, contrary to what others would have you believe. Language has nothing to do with it, of course. Rather, I am sensitive to the whispers of the soul. Their intent, their very essence even, the traces of which serve to guide the elementals to Y'shtola.
I'm like Eliza Thornberry.
Far-fetched though it may sound, I believe that with your crystal eye, I may be able to pick up where they left off and follow the remaining trail to Thancred. That is, if I have your permission.
Well, the poor sod's not going to find himself. So, as long as you don't drop it or take it out of my sight, you may do with it what you will.
All right, bend over, I'm inserting it. Master Matoya, how do you keep this absolutely perfect curl in your 90-year-old hair? Asking for a friend. That friend is B-dubs.
Thank you, Master Matoya. Then let us begin.
Hairspray, probably. Oh my god, hairspray doesn't even last for me. If I curl my hair, coat it in hairspray, within 20 minutes it will all fall out and be perfectly straight again.
From the Black Shroud, the trail continues to the north and west, towards a mountain, the foot of Som Al.
Oh, we've been there. That was a dungeon we did.
It was a near thing, but he was not deposited within the rock. I think.
The hunters of Tailfeather know those lands well. I say we begin our search there.
Anyways, thanks for the visit. Sorry about the mud we tracked in. Your little brooms will clean that up, right? Another time, another place will always be the beauty of grace. Oh, I guess we could just teleport here. But there's such nice music in Matoya's abode. Most unnecessary flight trip. Because you're like right here. Were I to find myself in unfamiliar wilderness, my first instinct would be to seek out signs of civilization. Ordinarily, perhaps, but it is his wounded state. He may not have wished to risk contact with strangers of unknown allegiances would be the word that I meant to say, yet even had Thancred chosen to remain in the forest, the hunters would surely have stumbled across his trail. Tailfeather doesn't strike me as an isolated outpost, though. Merchants and traders pass through reasonably regularly, do they not? In which case, we'll need to provide a more detailed description when we question the locals. Fear not, Kryl. I have already prepared several of sketches of Thancred for the very purpose. I just happened to sit around drawing his sexy jawline. This is impressive. You drew him from memory? A skill I acquired some years ago for reasons I no longer remember. I used to fap to him. I propose we split into two pairs, no less. Y'shtola and I will inquire at the outlying encampments, while Bani and Kryl question the residents of Tailfeather. Afterwards, we shall regroup near Loth Astvath and share our findings. Assuming there are no objections, let us be about it. Oh my god, I forgot I have a chicken minion. Totally. My, he certainly has matured, hasn't he? Hard to imagine he was once a boy who practiced drawing for hours to impress young ladies. Yes, young ladies. Anyways, we had best get started. Find me when you're finished making your rounds. A green chicken? This chicken is green? I wish I could see that. He's just straight up a yellow chicken to me. Or she, excuse me. She's a yellow chicken. Yeah, I can't see that at all. Searching for a friend of yours. Let's have a look then. Ooh. Yes, look at this sexy drawing that my other friend made of our friend. No, ain't seen him around, sorry. I would have had a hard-on had I seen that boy. It's a grassy green. You know, it's odd because a lot of times once you tell me what something color is, I can like see it. But he's straight up just yellow to me. Like, Marchamp, I remember this dude. What's that you've got there, a sketch? Yes, of a beautiful boy. Can't say I know the face. You say he's something of a warrior. I heard a tale the other day about a Hyruean vanguard bound who brought down a Bandersnatch by himself, and with style. Way they tell it, he was dancing with the beast like it was the bell of the bleeding ball. Sounds like your man. Could be my man indeed. Grimold. A Hyruean man. We're not exactly rare, you know. Could you be more specific? I mean, you're pretty rare. More rare than Makote. I did spy this one bloke a while back. Didn't get a good look at his face, but I could have been him. This was beyond the forest, as I recall, along the river to the west of Tailfeather. I remember thinking he wasn't much of a hunter. The lad was making no effort to cover his tracks, see? That and he was carrying an axe instead of a bow. Finished. In that case, I think we've learned everything we can here. Let's see what the others have found out. Ooh, yes, my transforming robot ship. Totally. My tushy and my taint look fantastic in this. What they do, B-dubs. I'm just observing the facts. My apologies for our late arrival. We thought it wise to question as many hunters as we could. Many have made camp in inaccessible locations, ideal for hunting game, not so receiving visitors. Nevertheless, our time proved well spent. There have been countless sightings of an exceptionally capable Hyruean hunter with whom no one is familiar. Though none chanced to see the man's face, his height and build match Thancred's description, as does his fighting prowess. We heard much the same. So, you have heard the same tales. Be that as it may, we yet want for conclusive proof. Mayhap this is unrelated, but I heard a curious tale regarding a Vath trader. He came to Tailfeather in search of garments fit for a man of refinement, which seemed a rather curious description for one of his kind. You are implying that Thancred set a Vath to market in his stead? Why would he not go himself? Well, if I recall, you yourself emerged from the livestream as naked as your name day. It is a scene I shall never forget. Is it now? Well, I was pleased to see you, I mean. It was a simple statement of fact. It stands to reason that Thancred found himself in the same predicament. In any case, if he had dealings with Vath, they should be able to tell us no. Quite right, Kryl, quite right. Lally-ho. Hi, Ozai, you chunky boy. What you doing? You waiting for breakfast? You got another hour, my dude. 57 minutes. Well, what are we waiting for? For all we know, Thancred could be waiting for us in Vath. We must go and see the Vath right away. Come along, everyone. Come along. Oh no, my throat is not ready for these voices. I don't even remember what I did, but I know it was something. Great hunters, we welcome you once more to Lothos Vath. What do you seek this day? We seek a man with whom we are told you may have certain dealings. Oh yes, I recognize this sexy bitch anywhere. Gave me syphilis, he did. How curious. The hunters tire of godly sport and pursue mortal prey. No, he is not prey, but a friend long missing. Good. He is a friend to the Vath as well, one with whom we have traded many times. Truly? You are quite certain it was this man? There is no doubt. The fleshing cloth and skins came to us from Salm Al, lost and weak. He offered meat and hides in trade, and in exchange we tended his wounds. He brought us much flesh, so skilled a hunter he was, much flesh. When he asked for garments, we were glad to provide them. And where is he now? Gone to Lothash Nath, not long ago, when he heard that On One Mind has summoned our god once more. Ravna is returned. Vidofner did say that Nath had grown as before, but what could Thancred hope to accomplish by himself? Honored Elder, we thank you for your help. Would that we could repay this kindness ere we depart, but we must hasten to our comrade's side. Go, great hunters, lest the Nath claim him as sacrifice. Ooh, we got a fight happening? Huh? Let's see if I remember how to play White Mage. I remember how to holy. Ooh, bitch.
Get glared, baby. Alright, where are we going? Hello? Ooh, destination.
Who else could be? Thancred! It could be Thancred! We must hurry!
My love, I miss you. Oh, it's not Thancred. It's the dude from the trailers, which I thought was supposed to be me. Oh my god, it's all the people from the trailer. What the fuck? Hey, Amber. We got some fourth wall breaking shit happening here? Oh no, we're sharing a dream.
This day, we reclaim the reins of history. This day, we rid ourselves of the Ascians forever!
Fools playing at heroes, all of you. Is this how you believe you can save your world?
We can and we will, Ascian. You shall see. Or perhaps you will not!
So they're like us from another era, maybe?
So you are the warrior of light. The savior of Eorzea.
Your voice is way too smooth.
It's a wonder you didn't come sooner, what with the primal and all. Lost a step, have we?
Have care. The ether moves strangely around him.
I don't trust this. This is weird.
It would seem we share a common enemy. Mayhap you would tell us who you are.
Shall we show them?
Ooh, I don't like this. Yes, you stole a... Yes, queen. No, queen! Was that an orgasm face? Holy shit, Thancred's got long hair. Okay, Thancred, you look way better like this. Holy shit. The classic Final Fantasy face-off.
Not very sporting of you to interrupt. But so be it. Mark well our faces, warrior of light. For we are the warriors of darkness.
Oh!
Walkers of a different path. And we shall meet again.
We're from the Church of Satan! Hell yes, I like this group. The Warriors of Darkness, my antithesis.
Warriors of Darkness? Really?
Really? Oh my god, Thancred, you are like 1,000 times better looking like this. They should just leave your character model like this.
Thancred, are you all right?
Pleasantries can wait. I'd rather not be here when the Nath arrive.
Holy
Agreed?
shit. You've got a completely new voice actor, too. I'm gonna need to hear more of this. Vertical stripes are often awesome. Well, they've got that Tim Burton vibe. Gomez Adams.
Suffice it to say, our reunion was not at all as I pictured it. Waiting until the last instant to join the fray. 'Tis plain you have not lost your appetite for the dramatic.
My appetite for the dramatic? Have you forgotten the circumstances of our parting? The heroic last stand, the tunnel filling with light, and then...
I don't know how I feel about this. I don't think the voice is bad, I just don't think it suits his appearance, especially right now.
Had I known you intended to use forbidden magics to deliver me to some god's forsaken wilderness...
It's too young and playful. Not that he's not a I mean, I know he's like a swashbuckling, playful, drunk womanizer, but the voice is too... almost feminine? I don't know, it's weird.
I would have thanked you in advance.
Thancred.
Too proper? Yeah, that could be it. Maybe that's what I meant by feminine.
If nothing else, you might have warned me that I would emerge from the live stream in the altogether.
Ooh, hello. That little animal ran off with his
I managed
nuts.
To fashion knives from some obsidian I found, and set about hunting for meat and hides.
This is amazing.
Given that I'm not all that skilled in leatherworking, it's probably for the best that I met the Vath before I was reunited with you.
So you were the fleshling clothed in skins of whom the storyteller spoke?
A description which fit me as ill as the skins themselves. Happily, I was able to trade with the Vath for garments better becoming a man of refinement. From them I learned of Ravana, and of the great warrior who had once laid him low.
And thence did you conclude that were you to track the Primal's movements, it would surely bring you into contact with the Scions once more.
It seemed a reasonable assumption. I could think of no one else with your enthusiasm for slaying beastmen gods. Until now, that is.
Ah, yes. The self-proclaimed Warriors of Darkness. 'Tis only fitting that they stand in opposition to the Warrior of Light, I suppose.
I glimpsed the leaders past, if only for a moment. They were confronting a man in black. An Ascian, I think.
If these warriors are capable of doing battle with Ascians and Primals both, they must be possessed of powerful protection. Protection not unlike the Echo.
Is there an anti-Hydaelyn? Which I think would be Zodiark, who is who the Ascians are trying to summon, I thought. Unless I'm totally off my rocker, which I could be. Hey Tori, how's it going? Blessed with the power of Echo and driven to put down primals despite his declaration that they walk a different path, I struggle to see how their goals conflict with ours. Nor is it that our only oddity. I find it passing strange that such exceptional individuals should have wholly escaped our notice until now. Surely we would have heard rumors and attempted to recruit them to our cause. B-dubs, would you shout out Tori for me? I'd appreciate it. She's also a variety streamer who does play Final Fantasy. Although I don't know if she's farther than me or earlier than me. I'm not entirely sure. I recall no such adventures, and I would not soon forget for like, nor would any of us, I think. One of our primary duties was to scour the city-states for promising candidates, which is how I found Bani. Yes, Tori does also do artwork. Yes. Ah, the memories. It seems like only yesterday that you slew your first primal. Speaking of which, I had the distinct impression that it was not the first time the band of merry men and women had killed a god. I feel like my voice is better for Thancred. I labor to realize that a band of preternaturally gifted adventurers has been traveling the land, slaying primals without our knowledge. 'Twould imply gross negligence on our part. Speculation will avail us naught. There is far too much we do not know. For the present, we must needs concentrate on, if you want to share art, you'll need a permit to share it in chat, just a reminder, otherwise you can Discord it anywhere. For the present, we must needs concentrate on what we do know, namely the Lord Ravanya is no more. Vidofner must be informed. The news may render her more receptive to Sir Emeric's invitation. Since you seem to have affairs well in hand, I shall take my leave. Simply being in the vicinity of this colony is giving me a stinking headache. If you have need of me, I shall be with Master Matoya. I would beg her assistance with the search for Minfilia. Wait, Minfilia is missing. I thought she escaped with Bani. I shall explain on the road. Much has happened in your absence. Do 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 do. Am I going to talk to this dragon again? Oh wait, did Tori share art? Hold on, I gotta see the Tori art. Ooh! Ooh, so nice. Okay, I love the Abomination sticker. I like this Dust Skull, looks very cool. I like the Floral Alien Gale sticker. Very nice. Oh, and I know these emotes. These are your emotes. Yeah, the Dust Skull looks awesome. And the dino's very cute too. Hold on, I'm writing my Easter egg. I'm learning how to animate in Procreate. I just did my first... Well, I didn't do anything, but I was practicing last night. It's pretty easy, actually. Other than I don't know how to animate, but how to actually do it in the program is pretty easy. This is the best mount? I don't know what you're talking about. And it comes with a chocobo chick. And the way that I write it is completely natural. I had not thought to see thee again so soon, mortal. If thou seekest the night, know that she hath long since departed for Ishgard. Oh yeah, I love the turtle mount. That's a good one.
My thanks, Vofnir, but it was not for her that we came. We bring good tidings for you and yours. Lord Ravana would have been summoned by the Nath, has been laid down low.
That's not what that said, but we're going to go with it. It works. Truly, once more your mortals have succeeded where mine own kind did fail. You have our deepest thanks.
Would that we could take credit. The god fell by another's hand.
Another? Revelations upon revelations. Regardless, it is cause for celebration. The Nath will have no choice but to withdraw. But to another matter, I have tidings for thee as well.
Regarding the Ishgardian invitation?
As promised, I brought the matter to my sire. Hearken to his answer now. For 1,000 years have I mourned my beloved, who gave her life to forge a peace thy king betrayed. Such was my lot, until a child of Ishgard came unto me. For wrath of warmth she wrapped herself in a dream, yet that world will remember her deeds. For truth she fought, for justice she sinned, for redemption she sacrificed and became as light. To follow one's heart, to have faith in one's convictions, be it for weal or be it for woe, such is the folly and the glory of man and of dragon. He hath entrusted the choice to us, and we have made it. We will keep faith with you, who walk in the light.
Then you accept Sir Emeric's invitation.
Let it be known that I, Vidofnir, shall journey unto Ishgard on behalf of my people.
We are honored to receive your answer, and will convey your words to our allies without delay.
And now we turn our backs on you and walk away without a single goodbye.
It is happening, Ysael. Would that you were here to see it.
She a dead bitch. Although I hope she comes back to life. I fucking loved Iceheart. She had that long calf-length hair that B-dubs is so into. She was probably more knee-length.
Even as the Scions celebrated the return of a long-lost friend, honorable men plotted to deprive them of another.
But these honorable men are blonde and have freckles, so we were okay with it. Or is that a rash?
Honorable men, to whom Sir Emeric was no hero, but a scheming patricide.
No! 'Tis but a flesh wound, right?
Honorable men, who would fain wash the paving stones of foundation with the tyrant's blood. Honorable men, whose knife in the dark was the spark which set the city aflame, and who sang as it burned.
I don't know. I get the sense that's not a mortal wound, which is good because I love my Emeric boy.
No, Emeric, I'm coming. Not just on your face this time. Right, let us not keep Sir Emeric waiting. Are you quite well, Thancred? Yes, quite well. Forgive me. You have given me rather a lot to digest. This whole affair with the Ishgardians and the Dravnians, and our friends nowhere to be found. 'Twould seem this is no end to our troubles. We can but face them head-on, one at a time. For now, we must apply ourselves to our allotted tasks and leave the others to theirs. Remember, Thancred, we found you as they found me. In time, we will find Ida and Papalimo and Minfilia as well. These troubles will soon be but a memory, one which we will look back on together. Pray, do not misunderstand. I did not mean to imply that it would be otherwise. I merely wished that I had rejoined our grand adventure at one of its more triumphal moments. Despite your recent accomplishments, that mood here is less than celebratory.
But I have no doubt that we will enjoy many more glorious victories soon enough, and you may rest assured that I will play my part in them to the very hilt. He's just bummed he wasn't here to help us. Yeah, I only have 30 minutes. Why did I choose to do main story quest stuff? It's so good. I know you will. Soon then, to the congregation. Speak with Lucia. I'm assuming she's off of the bar? The bar? Unless we're supposed to go to the Holy See. Oh no, this is where we're going. I hope Thancred's first reaction is to recoil in fear of her haircut. You have returned. In this, at least the fates are kind. Greetings, First Commander. It pleases me to inform you that Vidofner has accepted Sir Amaric's invitation. She has. That's a glad tiding indeed. Would that the Lord Commander were here to hear them. Is he otherwise engaged? Aye, sleeping off a knife to the gut. What? What happened? Will he live? My god, I can't even read that. You weren't joking about the haircut. Oh my fucking god, I hate her hair so much, Tori. The Chirigians, I don't know how to say that word, tell me he will make a full recovery, but had Lord Edmund and Lord Arteriel not been at hand when the assassin struck, he would not have been so fortunate. For a mercy, they subdued the fiend before he could land the telling blow. The attack was just the beginning, though. Not long after, buildings all around the city, including several ours, burst into flame. Bastards caught us completely by surprise. We've been dousing the fires, but for every one we put out, it seems 2 more start up. Casualties are mounting, especially in the Broom. 'Tis plain these fires were started by the Ascians conspirators. Until they have been rounded up, there will be no end to this. Will you help us find them? Wow, reading. I'm losing my reading. Then let us be about it. Yes, let us. Ooh, am I gonna get armor from this? That won't be good enough, but maybe it's good for glamours. The flames are spreading. We must needs begin our investigation immediately. Witnesses must be found. Suspects must be identified. Fetch quests must be accomplished. Have you been able to determine the precise location where the fires were set? Mayhap there is a pattern. If there is, we have yet to discern it. Fires have been reported throughout the city in both the pillars and the foundation. Indeed, given the size of the area affected, I think it best to divide our forces. Master Alfino and Mr. Shistola, I would have you take charge of the investigation in the foundation. As you wish. Mayhap Tataru could be of assistance as well. Meaning Bani and me get the pillars. Oh, they'll like me up there. Only question is, with the grizzled old rogue sticking a pose over there to be joining us. Thancred, of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and may I say what a pleasure it is to meet you too, my lady. Okay, I'm getting it a little bit. Like, I still don't think Thancred's voice matches him, but in addition to being a ladies' man and a drunkard, and he's just like a show-off. Like, he's a bougie, like, trying to be proper show-off, so I guess the voice kind of works if that's the regard. I'll bet the name's Hilda, a scion, eh? And there I was thinking I'd found a fellow ruffian amongst all those illustrious personages. I will remain here to coordinate the fire-quenching effort. If you learn aught of value, pray inform me immediately. That is all. So he's Thomas? Who's Thomas? I mean, I'm not doubting, but I don't know who Thomas is. While we could begin with sifting through charred rubble and questioning random passerbys, in my experience, every town has at least one individual who can be counted on to know things he or she should not. Oh aye, the infamous Lord Améliane de Fortomes, lover of women and wine, though neither care for him that much. They say he could gossip for Ishgard. Oh, sounds like Thankard. Just the sort of fellow I had in mind. Capital suggestion, Bani. Oh, from Downton Abbey. Oh, I don't know Downton Abbey well enough. I've only seen the first season and a half, and it was a long time ago. He'll be at the Grosje's by most like, making an effort to be seen, so let's go and see him. Grizzled I will accept, but old? Not with this voice. Thomas is the one you like. Oh, he's the gay boy. Well, not a womanizer, but a manonizer? He's a man-eater, make you work hard. Jeweled Crozier. Crozier? I can't speak French. B-dubs? What is this word, B-dubs? C-R-O-Z-I-E-R. Crozier? Crozier? Crotcher? It's a French crotch. It must have something to do with a marketplace or a store or something like that. Well, well, if it isn't Bani, dearest of all my friends, you're looking rather glum. Something the matter, old boy? Crozier. Crozier? Crozier. Oui, oui. Ah yes, the arsons. Dreadful business that, and awfully curious, wouldn't you say? There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to it all. Naturally, we've doubled the guard outside the manor, along with most of the other houses. Could have the old pile going up in flames, after all. Oh, in case you were wondering why the Hoplan is awash with refugees, the lower levels of the vault have been opened to those unfortunate souls who have lost their homes. Sir Emmerich orders, from what I hear. Remarkable man, not even a knife in the ribs can keep him from his duties. Actually, old boy, if you were thinking of questioning the refugees, I should be more than happy to accompany you to Hoplan. While you conduct your inquiries, I could offer words of comfort to the distressed and despondent young maidens. Wait a moment, I know what that is. You've given me one of your looks, aren't you? You do me an injustice, old boy. I will have you know, my heart yearns for but one rose, prickly though she may be. I sense you remain unconvinced. Very well. If it will help to prove the purity of my intentions, I shall gracefully rescind my offer. Now run along and catch those arsonists. That was not entirely what I had hoped for. Whose idea was it to come here anyways? Never mind. For our next step, I suggest we divide our efforts. While you question the refugees in the Hoplan, Bani, I shall investigate the locations where the fires were set. Would you be so good as to join me, Hilda? You know what? I reckon I would. Can't have you roaming about in an unfamiliar city by your lonesome, can we? You'd only get robbed blind and left shivering in your small clothes, and we'd all like to see that. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Hilda, are you falling for Thancred? Is that what's happening here? Is Hilda wearing a link hat? No, I believe she has braids running up the side of her head, and then it's in a ponytail. She's a badass. She was like the leader of some rebellion, but then we reformed her, and now she's buddies with us. Question the Ishgardians in the Hoplan. Okay, I can do that. Yeah, she's a step on me, mommy. We all like her. Come, my brothers and sisters, there is food and shelter, enough for all in the Basilia. Halone's blessings be upon you, Father. I confess, we were not sure if we should come. There are so many unbelievable tales these days about the Archbishop and Sir Emeric and the Dravnians. Trust in your heart, brother, and pay no heed to the lies of lesser men. They seek only to lead you astray. Do you require succor as well, sir? I should be asking you that. You are, after all, the father. Where are the chapel boys? So, the Temple Knights have begun their investigation at last. Good. This madness has gone far too long. Would that I could do something to aid you in your search, but I have a duty to these poor souls. Farewell, and may the Fury guide your steps. I don't know why that Mario song has been stuck in my head all week. It's just the song of the week. Ours was one of the first homes to be claimed, but I didn't see how the fire began. It was only when I heard our neighbors shouting that I looked outside and saw the flames. We barely escaped with the clothes on our back. Were it not for the church's generosity, I don't know what we'd do. Alright, I need a drink. My throat's going. This has been less reading than the visual novel yesterday, but it's still a lot of reading. Yeah, but like, I haven't played a Mario game or even watched like the Game Grumps play a Mario game in years, so why the hell is that in my head? I gotta finish watching the VOD tonight? Okay. Well, we'll have time because my mother might be coming this afternoon and tomorrow, so I probably won't be able to stream them, but I don't know for sure yet, so I can't say 100%. There was a man with a satchel. I saw him kneeling outside the window, and then there was smoke everywhere, and it was so hot, and I could breathe. Rainbow Road stays with us forever. I don't remember how I made it out. I suppose I must have climbed. Maybe my arms is getting better after all. Rendezvous with Thancred. You're damn right I'll rendezvous with Thancred. I hope it's in a back alleyway. What with that new haircut and outfit he's wearing? This was the wrong way. Ah, there you are. Anything to share? We will require more than the muddled testimonies of a traumatized girl if we are to identify the culprits. While you were questioning the refugees, we inspected the inside of this woman's labia. I mean, scenes of several of the fires, including the near St. Raimald's Cathedral and another near the Tribunal. For mercy, neither structures suffered significant damage. Some might say that we spared by the grace of the Fury. Others might question how such ruthless efficiency arsonists contrived to fail so miserably on the two occasions when their target was the bastion of Ishgardian orthodoxy. Nothing conclusive, of course, but it does give our cause to wonder. Alfino will doubtless have an opinion. Rendezvous with Alfino. Kiddies, I promise you're not gonna die in the next 15 minutes waiting for breakfast. You'll be fine. There's no reason to scream in the hallways where it echoes the most. Oh, I'm looking for something. Really?
can't jump down that way? Well, what the snooch. Are you sure? The kitties bring up many valid points. No, I'm sure. They're absolutely fine. Especially because the one meowing is the fat one. Welcome back, B-dubs. Since, while reading, silence will avail you not, sir. Ah, Bani, I was just about to summon you. As you can see, we have detained a suspect. We found this man loitering near the remains of one of the stricken buildings. According to eyewitnesses, he was also present before the fires broke out. We wished to have words. He did not, so we insisted. Let me go, damn it! You've got the wrong man. May but you reek of oil, and are those burns on your hands an occupational hazard, I suppose? But tell me, does arson pay well? I'm a victim, you imbecile. Look at me. Aye, that you are, after a fashion. You should know that your pious patron has already spun us a delightful yarn about how his pet mongrel slipped the leash and set about burning half the city to the ground. Not very noble of him, I grant you, but then this highborn types rarely do show loyalty to their pets. In fact, he called you rabbit and begged us to put you down. That's bollocks! He's the one who told me to keep going! My alarms are going off. Even a sinner such as me could find salvation in the Fury's work, he said. I'd left it behind, tried to, with all my heart, said my prayers every day like a good man, but he came to me. And there you have it, Hilda. I almost said Hildy. Oh, that is not Hildebrand. And there you have it, Hilda. Would you be so kind as to escort our friend here to the congregation? Aye, so long as you don't mind if he's limpin' when he gets there. I'ma kick him in the nuts, you see. He's gonna lose a testicle before we get there. That was incredible, Thancred. But how did you know how he would confess? Well, I have seen his like before, a troubled soul manipulated by men of power and wielded as a weapon. I could not be certain, of course, but given the stakes, I thought it worth the risk. And if our captive had called your bluff... Must we entertain hypotheticals? The world is at its vexing enough. Thank you, Thancred. Whether it be luck or judgment, we have last confirmed that these arsons were orchestrated by a person of persons of influence. I think it best that we now return to the congregation and discuss how best to proceed. Let us go in haste, aka a slow walk. I must report to Lucia, whom I'm assuming is up here. Yes, she is. Have I ever been upstairs here? I'm just curious. I know there's nothing up there because that's not how this game works, but have I ever been up there? Ooh, bunk beds. Totally worth the climb up here. Very nice. This is where the sex dungeons are. On behalf of the Holy Seas of Ishgard, I thank you all. The man you apprehended is being interrogated as we speak, though he fell silent upon realizing that we had not turned his master. He will soon tell us what he knows, one way or another. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get you, one way or another. Sorry.
Pardon the intrusion, First Commander. Ah, Lord Arterial, are you come to see your father? He is attending Sir Emmerich in his chambers at present. I am. He bid me bring him this salve. Then do not let me detain you, and thank you for your kindness, my lord. In times of trouble, every man must do his part. Would that I could do more. Now, show me to Emmerich. I wish to rub him down with this salve. Give Bani a turn, too. That's not the guy that stabbed him. The guy that stabbed him was the blonde with freckles. That is Lord Fortom's son, and he was like the guy whose house we kept going to all throughout Heavensward. My Lord Arterial did seem to be in the best of spirits. 'Tis little wonder, Master Alfino, his father is widely slandered, and his half-brother not yet cold in the grave. Ooh, weapon coffers. Wait, primal accessories of fending, primal accessories of slaying. I don't really need either of those. I'm going to take the money. Does this seem like a good spot to stop? I guess so. I guess this is a good spot to stop. Let's go check in on my squadrons. Make sure they're training. Oh my god, the dead body's gone, you guys. What the fuck? I don't want any of this. Discard. They must have died in real life. Level up, baby. What is this? What is this achievement? Send your squadrons on 10 successful assignments. Oh, I did that shit. Oh, that shit happened. One or more squadron members has reached level 40, unlocking a special promotion mission. Successfully completing this mission will increase your squadron's rank. Due to the exceptionally high difficulty of the promotion mission, however, it is advised that you first improve your squadron members' individual attributes as much as possible before attempting. Yeah, I've been doing that, and it just still says that I won't succeed. Is everybody learning that? Alright, I guess they are. I guess they are. Okay, everybody's training. That's all that matters. I don't really know how to do this. I should probably look up a guide. Check and make sure my armor's good. My armor is fine. Let's check in with B-dubs and Nitro. Reassign. Thank you. B-dubs. You can take my yarn. Some silk that I can sell on the black market. We can sell this. Ooh, 9,500 gil. I'll take it. Let's have retainer sell that. I don't want that shit. Alright, let's get out of here. I gotta go to work, unfortunately. I don't wanna. Look at my taint, get in bed, it's cute. Adorable. Alright, buddies. I don't know when I'll be streaming next for sure. Probably, I could say for sure, probably Friday morning. But maybe sooner. Earn that money. You're damn right I'm earning that money. Yeah, for my dark vagina painting. I'll see you guys later. I'll see you in the Discord. Maybe a stream this afternoon. Maybe we'll keep going with this. I'm not entirely sure when I'm going to be available, so I guess we'll play it by ear like always. But have a good day at work, B-dubs. Everyone else have a good day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-sies. Wait, no. I'll just talk to you later. Bye, everyone.